What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Career Mode. This is episode number 201, and we start today's episode off with a game against Southampton here in the Capital One Cup at the Emirates Stadium. And of course, in the last game, in that whopping 8-game last episode, we did beat Spurs in the North London derby on the weekend by 3-0. So coming into this game, would any of those players start this game? Well, obviously not, because in the Capital One Cup, despite our current form being a bit inconsistent here and there, I'm still going to be resting the entire team, because that's what we do in this competition. We don't play the first 11 players, we give chances to younger players, also play some fringe experienced players as well, like Cazorla and Welbeck and Debussy, and we just change the entire team really for fitness reasons and for the fact we do want to give some of these younger players some chances. And the first chance did fall to Southampton. Szczesny had to make a good save there and keep it at 0-0, and in the 28th minute here, Danny Welbeck plays Vargas through here. Great chance to make it 1-0, and Vargas succeeds in doing so. So Arsenal 1, Southampton 0. Vargas puts it past one of the best goalkeepers in the league, I think, Paulo Gazzaniga, and makes it Arsenal 1, Southampton 0. So Vargas gets the goal, and we do take the lead in this game. And of course, Vargas is playing for his future here. His contract's up at the end of the year, as I mentioned before. I'm not against releasing him. I'm not against, seeing him leave in January on a pre-contract. So Vargas playing for his future, needs to score goals in the chances he gets, and he does make it Arsenal 1, Southampton 0. But in the 37th minute, Southampton would equalise through Mayuka, and the strike was fantastic. But what was even more fantastic was this celebration. Look at this from Mayuka. Talk about acrobatics. This is incredible. If there's a way to do this, then please let me know, because I'd like to try that with a couple of my players. What a celebration. It was even better than the goal, wasn't it? But still, great strike by Mayuka. It's past Szczesny, and of course Szczesny was dropped for the North London derby. Chris Ince came in and did what he needed to do in keeping a clean sheet, and Szczesny is beaten there, and it's 1-1. In the 49th minute though, Szczesny does make a good save from this free kick, and Mario Williams gets it away, so still 1-1 as we went into the second half. And in the 55th minute here, Nathaniel Klein takes it around his man and finds Mayuka, the goal scorer. Harrison Reed back heels to Klein, the right back. He plays it in towards Ward-Prowse with another back heel, and James Ward-Prowse smashes the ball past Szczesny in at the near post and makes it Arsenal 1, Southampton 2. So a nicely worked goal by Southampton there. Ward-Prowse gets the goal. A couple of good English players involved there, Klein, Reed, Ward-Prowse as well, and he does make it 2-1. So James Ward-Prowse makes it Arsenal 1, Southampton 2, and the away side do take a bit of surprise lead in this game as they come from behind to take the lead. So 2-1 to Southampton, and from the kickoff, Vargas runs forward himself. He scored our goal. He's looking for his second goal of the game, but Paulo makes the save, and it's cleared away by Southampton. So still 2-1, but we regain possession with Mario Williams finding Lazzarini at left back. Cazorla and Lazzarini play a 1-2 here. The left back takes it round his man, keeps hold of the ball, spreads it through towards Vargas, 1-on-1, and Gazzaniga does very well to put his body on the line and make the save. So still Arsenal 1, Southampton 2, and with 23 minutes to go, Southampton was still in the lead in this game. But as we win the ball back here with Cazorla making the challenge on Morgan Schneider, he takes it around Dusan Tadic and plays a brilliant ball into Vargas, and Vargas gets his second goal of the game and makes it 2-2. So great finish by Vargas, but what a ball by Cazorla. Firstly, the challenge was fantastic, then he takes a couple of touches to beat another player, and then plays a brilliant through ball with the outside of his right foot, picks out Vargas, and Vargas picks out the bottom corner. So Arsenal 2, Southampton 2. Of course, Vargas scoring his second goal of the game in this game, looking pretty clinical up top as he does equalise for us, and it would send the game into extra time as well. It was still 2-2 after 90 minutes, so we go into extra time here at the Emirates Stadium, and the first chance would fall in the 95th minute here as the cross is into the centre and the header goes just wide of the post by, I think it was Drennan or possibly Tadic, and behind for a goal kick. So still 2-2, and in the 105th minute here, as we were about to go into half time and extra time, it was still 2-2. Odi Barja goes close here with a quick little Berber spin and a good strike at goal, but Paulo turns it behind for a corner and keeps the scores level as we did go into the second period of extra time with the score still level. And 3 minutes after the restart here, Debussy gives it to Proctor down this right hand side, who gets past his man a bit fortunately, but finds Daniel Atta. Atta plays it back to Proctor, who turns on the afterburners. Tompkins can't keep up, neither can Gardos. He crosses the ball into the centre, and Odubajo, who comes off the bench, makes it Arsenal 3, Southampton 2. So Odubajo, he's had a very good start to the season and his Arsenal career. I think he's now got 6 goals in 6, or possibly 7 in 7. He's had a very, very good start to his career here with Arsenal, despite the fact he is getting limited chances. Lovely ball in by Proctor as well, and Odubajo could not miss. So it's Arsenal 3, Southampton 2. Odubajo with a lovely little goal there, and we do take the lead in this game with 10 minutes to go in extra time. And 5 minutes later here, Southampton are trying to regain possession. Schneiderlin is tackled by Odubajo, who Berber spins round him. A great chance to make it 4-2 as the heavens open up for him. He goes through 1-on-1 with Paulo Gazzaniga, takes it round him, and Paulo takes him down, and the referee awards a penalty. So penalty to Arsenal. Paulo's good look looks aren't going to get him out of the jam this time. It is a definite penalty to Arsenal. So great chance to make it 4-2 from the spot as Gazzaniga takes down Odubajo. You can see he has clear contact there, and he takes down his own teammate Reed. So great chance to make it 4-2 from the spot. It's going to be Santi Cazorla who will stand up and take it, and a great chance to send us through to the next round of the Capital One Cup, because there was only 1 minute to go in extra time. So it's going to be Cazorla against Gazzaniga, Spain against Argentina, and Cazorla comes out on top. So Santi Cazorla makes it Arsenal 4, Southampton 2. That's the game, and we're going through to the next round. In the extra time, you know, Southampton did have a good chance early on, but they seemed to run out of steam, to be honest. Their legs sort of went a little bit, and eventually we turned on the afterburners and just, you know, got ourselves the goals we needed. So first Odubajo, then Cazorla from the penalty. Arsenal 4, Southampton 2, and we are going through to the next round. And from kickoff, Reed gives the ball away. Daniel Atta makes the challenge, gives it to Odubajo, takes on the last man, plays a 1-2 of Daniel Atta, and Odubajo smashes the ball in. Gazzaniga, well, he got a touch on it, and he probably, you know, I was going to say he probably should have done better, but considering the fact that he was pretty much right next to Odubajo who scored the goal, you can't really blame him too much. But even so, the game was over anyway, but maybe you could have done a little bit better. But still, Arsenal 5, Southampton 2, it wasn't going to matter. We do go through to the next round of the Capital One Cup, into the quarterfinals, and we're delighted with that because, again, it's not a competition which we care too much about. It's not something which we're ever really going to be playing too many first team players in, but if we can get a trophy this year, you know, we do need to get a trophy this year. That's a must. We need to win something, and, you know, the Capital One Cup, it may not be the most coveted trophies, but we'd still take it, you know. So glad to get through to the quarterfinals, and we're really pleased with the performance as well. It was disappointing to go, you know, 1-0 up and then go 2-1 down, to concede 2 goals without any reply, but, you know, we did the job, I guess. We got there in the end, even though it was a tough fought game, and we do win that 7-goal thriller, and we take on Manchester City for the second and final game of today's episode here away at the Etihad Stadium. So back to the first 11 for this game, and Sanchez is returning from injury, but he wasn't going to be fit enough to start this game at the Etihad. So Sanchez, of course, 88 overall, one of the best, if not the best player in the team. He's the joint highest overall of the players in the team, but he would miss out of this game, and it was going to be a massive game for us as well. Both teams currently have 19 points after the first few games, so you'd imagine with us needing to win the title this year according to the board, these are the type of games where we got to get the results in and make sure we don't lose, if nothing else. You know, if we can't get a win, make sure at least we avoid defeat. And the first chance would fall here in the 11th minute to us as Joel Campbell robs Danilo and goes down left hand side. He gives it to Mbanyang, who has a runner through in Rodrigo Lazari. His first pass is blocked by Company, but his second one finds Ryo Miyaichi, and the Japanese winger is denied by a good stop by Ruffier, and City get the ball away. But we regain possession. Niang picks it up and finds Mesut Ozil. Ozil plays it back towards Mbanyang. He's tackled by Zuccolini but wins it back. Quick little fake shot here to beat Danilo. It's a good challenge, or I thought so, by the right back, but the referee awards a penalty, and it's a penalty to Arsenal. And I did not think this was a penalty myself. As you can see, neither did the City players, and as you'll see on the replay as well, Niang does get tackled, and you can see why the referee gave it, as there was, well, he came through him to win the ball, but he wins the ball first, and then Niang goes flying. So I didn't think it was a penalty myself, and of course, whenever that happens, whenever we win a penalty, and we don't think it is one, or we're not too sure, we always chip the ball down the middle, give the goalkeeper the best chance of saving it. So we give the goalkeeper a good chance here with Niang, we chip it down the middle, but as you'll see, Ruffier dives to his right hand side, and Niang scores the goal. So it's 1-0 to Arsenal, and again, maybe it was a penalty, maybe it wasn't, I wasn't too sure, so I thought, to be fair, I'll chip it down the middle, as we always do, and the goalkeeper dives to his right hand side, and of course it goes straight past him and into the back of the net. So Manchester City 0, Arsenal 1, Niang with his 8th goal of the season from the spot there, so it's 1-0, and in the 24th minute here, a great chance to make it 2-0, as Lazari beats his man, goes through 1-on-1, but Ruffier makes a superb stop and keeps it at 1-0, so very good save by the goalkeeper there, and he keeps it at just 1-0. From the corner, Mesut Ozil swings it in towards Rodrigo Lazari, and his header goes just over the bar and behind for a goal kick. So still 1-0 to Arsenal in this game, and 5 minutes after the restart, we had another great chance here as a brilliant ball gets played through towards Niang. He goes through 1-on-1, he heel to heel flicks around Ruffier and puts the ball into the open goal and celebrates with the travelling Arsenal fans. So City 0, Arsenal 2, both goals coming through Niang. And the first goal, you know, really fortunate, no one's going to deny that, but for this goal, what a superb ball it was. I don't actually know who it was that played the free ball, but it was an incredible ball forward towards Niang, and as he went through 1-on-1, I had complete confidence and complete faith in the French forward to score it, and he did. So City 0, Arsenal 2, and the game looks as good as done, to be honest, because City weren't really doing much, but a few minutes later, they did have a great chance to make it 2-1 as Emenike comes forward and does score as well. So Emenike does make it 2-1 and gets City back in the game, and that was really disappointing, you know, just a few minutes after after scoring the goal that puts us 2 goals up, we then lose that cushion and we're now down to just a 1 goal lead. So Emenike gets the goal, nothing Ince could have done about it really, and it's 2-1 to Arsenal. And again, a couple minutes later here, another great chance for Manchester City. Emenike, the goal scorer, finds Cavani, he turns Kagan Holland, shoots, but Chris Ince makes a very good save and clears it away. But always how the game would finish though, nothing really happened after that. We do hold on to the 3 points and win by 2-1, so a big win for us there in an early title clash away at the Etihad Stadium, and both goals coming through, guess who, and Aubameyang. But that is going to end the episode, so as always guys, a big thank you for watching the video. Really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed today's episode, then please do leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of Career Mode very soon.